I wasn't supposed to remember his face. That's the part that bothers me the most. Not the eyes, not the smile, not what happened later. Just the certainty that somehow I wasn't supposed to remember him at all. It started on a Friday night. Nothing special, just me and a few friends celebrating the end of a long week at this little bar tucked between an old bookstore and a closed florist downtown. The kind of place with sticky tables, cheap cocktails, and music just loud enough that everybody had to lean in to hear each other. I remember laughing, actually laughing, the kind where your stomach hurts and your mascara starts running because someone said something ridiculous. For a while, everything felt normal. Then I looked toward the window and saw him. He was standing on the other side of the street, perfectly still, watching me. At first, I thought he was waiting for someone. Then I realized he wasn't looking at the bar. He wasn't looking through the window. He was looking directly at me. Even from across the street, I could see his smile. Wide, too wide. The sort of smile people make when they're trying to imitate happiness without understanding what happiness actually looks like. I stared for a moment longer. That's when I saw his eyes. They weren't dark. They weren't hidden in shadow. They were black. Completely black. No whites, no irises. Just two empty pools staring back at me. A cold feeling settled in my chest. Someone said my name. I looked away for only 1 second. When I looked back, he was gone. No walking away, no turning a corner. 1 second he was there, and the next, nothing. I almost mentioned it, almost. But what was I supposed to say? Hey, there is a smiling guy with demon eyes standing outside watching me. So I laughed it off, finished my drink, and told myself I was tired. By midnight, we had all gone our separate ways. I took the bus home. 3 stops before mine, I looked up from my phone. He was sitting near the back, still, watching me, the same smile, the same black eyes. I froze. Someone stood to get off. For a second, they blocked my view. When they moved, the seat was empty. I got off 2 stops early, walked home in the rain, kept looking behind me. Nothing. For a week, I didn't see him. I convinced myself I'd imagined it. Stress, too little sleep, too much caffeine. Then I saw him again, standing outside the supermarket, watching me load groceries into my car. He was closer this time, not across the street, not 50 feet away, maybe 20. Still smiling, still staring. A woman walked between us. When she passed, he was gone. After that, I started seeing him everywhere, at the edge of parking lots, standing between shelves in stores, at the far end of train platforms, always silent, always smiling, always watching. And every single time, he was closer. 3 weeks later, I saw him outside my apartment building. He stood beneath the streetlight, maybe 10 feet away. His eyes reflected nothing. His smile stretched wider than it should have. I ran inside, locked every door, closed every blind. I didn't sleep. Around 3 in the morning, I heard footsteps outside my apartment. Slow, measured, back and forth, back and forth. Then they stopped outside my door. A full minute passed. Then came the knocks. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Eventually, the footsteps walked away. The next morning, I opened the door. There was nothing there, just a photograph, a picture of me sitting in the bar with my friends. The very first night I saw him, taken from outside the window. My stomach dropped. Written on the back were 4 words: "You saw me first." I went to the police. They asked if I had enemies, an ex-boyfriend, a stalker. I showed them the photograph, described the man. The officer frowned.
Black eyes?
I nodded. She gave me the polite smile people use when they've already decided not to believe you. I stopped going out, stopped seeing friends, stopped answering calls, because every time I left the apartment, he was there, 5 feet away, 3 feet away, standing at the end of the aisles, outside coffee shops, across roads, closer, 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 always smiling, never blinking. Then one morning, I woke up and found him standing outside my bedroom window. 4th floor apartment, no balcony, no fire escape, just him standing outside the glass. I thought gravity had forgotten him. Smiling, watching. I screamed, fell backwards, grabbed my phone. When I looked back, he was gone. But written in the fog on the window were 3 words: "Almost time now." I moved apartments, changed jobs, changed cities. For 6 months, I didn't see him. I almost believed I'd escaped. Then last night, I was sitting in a restaurant with coworkers after work. Someone told a joke. Everyone laughed. For the first time in months, I laughed too. Then, I noticed everyone at the table had gone quiet. They were staring at me, confused, concerned. One of them asked,
Who were you waving at?
My blood went cold, because I hadn't waved, hadn't moved.
Just now. You smiled and waved at someone outside.
Slowly, I turned toward the window. Standing on the pavement was the man, closer than he'd ever been, close enough that I could see cracks in his lips, close enough that I could see there was no reflection in his eyes. And slowly, very slowly, he lifted his hand and copied the exact wave I'd apparently just given him. The same movement, the same timing, like he'd borrowed it from me, or I'd borrowed it from him. I looked back at my coworkers. Did you see his eyes? They looked confused.
What guy?
I turned back. The pavement was empty. The street was empty. There was nobody there. That was last night. This morning, I found another photograph outside my door. This one was different. This one wasn't taken through a window. It was taken inside my apartment. I was asleep in my bed, and standing beside me, smiling at the camera, was me. Only my eyes were completely black. And on the back, written in handwriting that looked disturbingly like my own, were 6 words: "He only comes if you notice him." And I saw him first, didn't I? You felt it, didn't you? That moment where something changed. You almost heard it. Play it back. It's clearer the second time. You've been listening to Dead Air. If you enjoyed the episode, follow the show. And remember, listen closely. New episodes every week. Good night. You stayed. We knew you would.
The Hunter.